Hello guys, it's good to see you again. Today we're figuring out how to get Andy Timothy, the prayer and the answer. I mean, if you ever want to listen to Andy Timothy, and I feel like sometimes if you describe Andy Timothy in one song, it's the prayer and the answer. Like the clean, the overdrive, everything about it is amazing. And he kept doing the same style of songs throughout all his life. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go. All right, guys. So, as always, we will go through the effect chain. I will explain which effects I used and why I chose them, and I give you like a story about how I like and how I met Andy Timothy before. So first, I'm using my FGN, which is like a super Strat. He uses a like a humbucker single, but those single humbuckers, single humbuckers. I'm a retard sometimes. Single coils are mini humbuckers. So for the song, I think he used the older one, the mahogany body. They made another run now. I will put it in the screen now. So let me record my screen. Okay, guys. So first in the chain, we did a noise gate just to keep the noise level lower, which is, it's not actually that loud. For example, this is with the noise gate. It's like, it's really not noisy. Let's try and remove the noise gate. It's still not noisy. Like, with the noise gate. So if you keep it like, for example, when we're gonna use the overdrive, then you will get it. Like, for now, let's just go. Second one is the boost. I used the Xotic BB preamp, which is the red one. He's famous for using it. He's using it. He always used that one, and I think they have a signature one. It has a 12 volt. Sorry, the one I had before, it has 9 volts. If you have the other one, which is 12 volt, it has more headroom in a way. That's what they say, but I have never tried it. So I kept the gain just a little bit low. I use this boost just to make it like it has more body. If you hear Andy Timothy, his tone is articulate and more like warm, and at the same time it's bright. Like, I've seen him play live, and I was so close to his amp that he doesn't use a lot of bass, and his tone was amazing, man. I will share some videos of him. So for the bass, I lowered the bass a little bit. We will put back the bass later. It's good that sometimes with the preamp, with the boost, sorry, you can actually cut the bass a little bit. Especially this BB preamp has a gain, volume, and bass and treble. And I added a lot of treble just to keep that clarity. And for the distortion, I used an Audi, green Audi, which is a tube screamer. If you listen to the song, in the end of it, he plays some with overdrive. Let's try it. I mean, sorry for my sloppy playing, but so this is the overdrive. For the amp, we use the Dark Twin, which is a Fender amp. I've seen him. I asked him this about this, like why you always use the Long Star. He's famous for using Mesa Boogies, and he said that's like my favorite amp. You can't go wrong with that amp. And if you, I told him, what if you don't have a Mesa Boogie? He said he will only use a Fender amp or to rock. And he used last time I watched him live, because I watched him 2 times. He played with a Mesa Boogie Long Stars, 2 of them, and then in the second one, I think they couldn't find another long star, so he used a to rock. That guy is a genius. Like whatever he plays through, it's gonna sound awesome. Anyway, so in the gain, I kept it low and I pushed it with the boost and later with the overdrive. Volume, I maxed it out, like just to have more headroom. And bass is like a little bit up. Mids are okay. Treble, I put a lot of treble. This, I told you, like he has a treble bleed in his guitar. I have the same one here too. So even if you lower the sound, like for example, this is full volume. Even if I lower the volume, I still get the bass. I still get the treble. That's called treble bleed. I think everyone who plays guitar needs to have this mod to any guitar. You can do it to Strat, you can do it to Gibsons, anything. I think it's more complicated in bass, but I think it's the same. I've never done it on bass. So for the cab, I use the small cab, the same like Fender cab. EQ, you see I put a little bit more bass because we add a lot of treble. I'd rather add treble than actually cut bass, because the bass, when you're playing alone, because in the song there is no backing guitar, like a backing track or something. It's just him playing guitar. So it's okay to have bass, but once you play with other people, then that's the problem if you have bass. I put a lot of spark. I call it spark, or the EMF, the 4K. I put more just to keep it more bright, as always. You add bass, you have to add treble too. So even if you play the bass notes, you can still hear them. For the delay, I used analog. He used to use a memory man because he used two memory men. Both together, one feeds to the other. And it got so complicated for him that he started using Strymon. And then after Strymon, him and Keeley, they come up with this pedal. This is one of my favorite pedals. So this is called the Halo, and even signed by Andy Timmons. Sorry, my face. So I all the band actually, I met him and I get it signed. So if you really really love Andy Timmons and you want his sound without actually thinking too much, or just like straight to the point, you get this pedal, because if you just turn it on, it's gonna be his sound, and then you can actually have other tone with it. Like no, it works as a normal delay and as Andy Timmons effect. They call the halo, which are like the note goes into each other, like in a halo thing. I only I love the Halo because I remember playing that game. If you ever played that game, the Halo game, I think in PC, it was an amazing game. So that's like so for this, I think I reckon if you want to sound like Andy, this is yours. This is what you should get. Okay, put this aside. For the delay, I put a little bit of feedback, but his delay is so complicated. It's not an easy delay, and this pedal, it sucks. Like it's not easy to get that delay. Like you can't add two delays. I wish I can just remove the modulation and just put another delay. I don't know why they just don't let you do this. I hope if they ever watch this, which I don't think they will ever watch it, let us put more, like put two delays, and let us just write. If for example I have the mix at 28, right? If I want to go higher, it's easier, right? But for example, if I'm going to do the time, which is for I was aiming for 500 milliseconds. Look, I will never get 500. I will see it on the screen, yeah? Yeah, but once I let go, it's not the same. And I don't have saucy fingers. Like my fingers are not that huge. I will do it with the pinky, and it's still the same. Once you let go, yeah, I hope to just like you can just click on it, this shit, and just like write the number you want, and it's like this makes me annoyed because I have to deal with this all the time. I want to make a preset, and it will make my life easier and everyone who uses pedal easier if they do this. Okay, let's aim for 500. So you can never get it unless you just gamble it. Okay, 407. Okay, close enough. So this is me being me. I would like it if they just like let you write the number. I even used the pen, like an Apple pen, and it still doesn't work. So for the reverb, I used plate reverb. I've seen him using this one, the Hydra. I think it's like the Hydra is amazing. Like I've seen him using this live, and I think you can go wrong with these two pedals and some good fuzz and some good overdrive. You can't go wrong with anything. It's expensive. Like this cost, I think like $500 both of them. For compared to the sound we got from the GP-5, I mean, you don't have to worry about it. Like if you really want to spend the cash and like you're like 100% committed, I think it's worth it. It's worth every penny. So where were we? For the reverb. So this is it. I used the mix like 20, and there is a tip. If you're playing with bands, try to lower the bass a little bit. So just in case, if you're playing with a band with this, because I hear like some comments, some people told me like there is a lot of feedback in the preset. So if there is a lot of feedback, try to lower the patch, go to patch setting and lower the preset volume. If you do this, like keep it always at 50. I think if you push it too hard, if you're using a cheap amp, speakers, I don't recommend. I don't think it's gonna sound good. So if in example, if in case you have this problem with feedback, try to change your location in the stage. Sometimes if you're like, there's a lot of things going on. Like if the speakers are behind the microphone, and these are like microphones, you know, like mics, treat them as microphones. So you have to be always in the perfect spot. Every stage is different, but there is a rule. And try to lower the preset volume. If it didn't work, try to lower a little bit the gain, if in the amp and stuff. If, for example, I'm using a Strat, right? Strat tend to have less output, but if you're using a humbucker, it's gonna sound different. Especially if you're cranking the gain and stuff, and there is a like bass player with you, there is a singer, there is a keyboard, it's gonna feedback a lot. Especially if you're using a PA system, not like everybody has his own amp and stuff, it's gonna be better. But in this day and age, I can't even play a gig without with a real amp anymore. Like if anywhere I go, you have to have a preamp. So I sold my amp and I bought this, the Boss AR2. It's actually amazing. I will make a video about this. You can actually use this if you don't like the amps on the GP-5. You can use this as an amp, and just use the effects from the FX, like chorus, reverb, delay, just all of them here, and it will be okay, because this has two stages. Like it has a clean sound and an overdrive sound. So actually, if you can gig with, I sometimes use just this alone, because it has ambience, which is reverb. So I just sometimes just use this if it's not complicated. If you have like basic sound, it's okay. Like Wonderwall. If you have Wonderwall, bro, just it doesn't matter. So let's try the thing with the overdrive. So if I turn the overdrive, which you can turn actually with the button, yeah. So it will be too much delay for you. Because when he is playing live, I've seen him using what they call it, an expression pedal. So what does it do? If you check the halo, it has a expression pedal. Like you can plug an expression pedal like hot one or hot tone or whatever. You can plug this to the with the halo, and you can control only the level. Because I asked him, what do you control in the with your expression pedal? He said, I only control the level of the. It can you can do a lot of things with it, but if he's playing, sometimes if he's playing an overdrive sound, like an overdriven or something, he always lower the level. And I've seen him, he's always stepping on his expression pedal. I mean, this is just like us being guitarists, you know. Like you go to a gig or you go to watch someone play live, and you just like, you're listening, but you're watching what he's doing too. Because we can't help it. We are guitarists, and we're always like addicted to stuff. Sometimes it can be like it can make you get divorced if you're like buying a lot of shit. But it is what it is. Yeah? If she doesn't like your guitar, you don't need her in your life. So that's it for today, guys. So if you're using, I'm sorry, there's no script today. I'm not doing any script, and I'm just excited because anyone who says do Andy Timothy, I'm gonna do it faster because I love the guy. And for the distortion, when you're playing an overdrive, it can be a little bit mushy if you're like playing fast. So you always go to delay and try to lower the mix a little bit. The mix is the level. Yeah, try to lower it. Some say level, some say mix, but it's the same. Some actually, some delay pedals have both, have mix and level. So you can, like, if you ever tried the T-Rex, the replica T-Rex replica, it has a it has a level of delay which makes your signal louder, and it has a mix. This has only the mix. This one the same. I think it's the same. Yeah, it has only the mix, which is like the level. The more you put the level, the more higher you push the level, the more mix you have. So for this, you just try to lower the mix. Maybe 15 or 20, like this. So guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Cheers, peace out.